McKay between the circles. On the right-hand dribble, throws it right wing, Jazz Jones. Top of the circle for Katie Firking, 15 to shoot. Back to Jazz on the wing to the top. Firking, three that would give Auburn the lead. Good! Firking's first three. She had 21 a year ago, and Auburn goes up 18-16 with 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. Kuzmatic throws it ahead. Gets it ahead to Winborn. Down the lane, Duffelmeyer drives, shoots, misses. Rebound tapped up, and it comes on the baseline for UAB. Winborn in the lane. Back out to the top, Black. Right side for Duffelmeyer. Three at the buzzer, good. And UAB gets the lead back as Bianca Duffelmeyer hits the shot, baseline right. Sanders at the top for Garvin. Left wing, Montgomery. Oh, she throws it away. Trying to get it underneath, tapped away by Duffelmeyer to Chelsea Black. Behind the back dribble across midcourt, right-hand dribble. Bounce pass to the top. Off the left one, Winborn to Kuzmatic. Backdoor to Winborn, drives, wraparound pass to Farmer and in. And that was nicely played by UAB. Really good ball movement by the Blazers. Tiger basketball. Katie Dieng will bring it up the floor with Firking. Dieng, left wing for Montgomery. Top of the circle for Katie Firking. Left wing for Dieng. 18 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers lead it by 5. Right side of the circle, Jess Jones. Into the right corner for Brandy Montgomery. 12 to shoot. Drives into the lane. Pull up from about 5.
Nice.
Good.
That's a good, strong move.
13 points on the night for Montgomery, and Auburn's lead is 7, matching its biggest lead of the night. Remember, Auburn jumped out to a 7-0 lead in the contest. Duffelmeyer up the floor, whistle, foul. And this is going to be a charge against UAB. Auburn men's basketball coming up, broadcast in an hour at 8 o'clock on WANI with Rob Bramlett, Sonny Smith, Tigers and UAB. Left wing, Garvin. Tigers by 11 to McKay at the top with a screen from Tanner.
Nice.
Right corner, Montgomery. 3 good! Woo! 18 on the night for Montgomery. Auburn's lead is its biggest of the night at 14 points, 63-49, 8:08 to go, fourth quarter of play. UAB basketball underneath Anderson. Bounce pass. Shot is up by Diamond Webb. She missed it. Oh, Tanner got the rebound.
Here comes
Outlet
Janiyah.
McKay on the break. McKay to the hole to Tanner. It's kicked up into the air. Ball is still loose. It comes to Tanner underneath. She shoots and scores. You better get a timeout,
Yeah.
Coach Norton, and he does. 7:48 in the fourth. Auburn 65, UAB 49. Back after this break on the Auburn IMG Sports Network. 68-60. 4:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Ball deflected and a steal. Jazz Jones ahead to Montgomery. One-on-one against Kuzmatic. Right around her to the hole and in. 22 for Brandy. 70-60 Auburn. 4:05 to go in the fourth quarter of play. UAB ball. Welcome back to Auburn Arena. It's the season opener for the Tigers tonight against UAB. The first of 2 games, of course, the Auburn men play UAB tonight at 8:30. Spending now a few moments with Tigers head coach Terry Williams-Flournoy, entering her 4th season.
4th season. Oh, my God, Andy.
Glad to have you here. Looking forward to this season, Coach.
Thank you.
What's the first game like for you? I mean, you've been around this game for a while as a player and an assistant. Now in your 12th season as a head coach. Is it a little bit trepidation and a little bit of excitement and maybe some other ingredients thrown in?
I think so. There's always excitement to start the season. But for me, really, it's more for our players. You know, you want to get that first game under your belt, you know, to get the jitters out of them, to let them put the uniform on, get in front of their fans. Once they get that out, then you can get them calmed down and get them to play some basketball.
Yeah. Talk about this preseason with this ball club. I mean, you've got 3 newcomers on this team, not as many as you had a year ago. How have they integrated into your system?
Oh, they've been great. All 3 of them fit our style of play extremely well. Erica and Jonica, they long, they lanky, they athletic. Janiah's quick point guard. She's a little small, but she's quick. But their athleticism fits into our style of play.
The 5 starters that you'll put out there tonight have all started in their career and all started at points through last season. Does that give you any comfort at all in the fact that you've got some experience coming back with this year's ball club?
It does. It's actually given us some experience and comfort throughout practice since we've started. They remember what we do. They remember our plays, so you're not having to teach as much over and over. It's almost just a review. So practices are a lot smoother. They're a lot more energy. You know, when they're practicing and they don't really know what they're doing, they're not as energized and they're not as in tune to it. They're trying not to make a mistake. But when they're practicing and they know exactly what they're doing, the practices are way better.
This is WANI Sports with Andy Burcham.
Sports this hour brought to you by Bubba's Medicine Shop. The time is 7:16. Auburn women's basketball is back at the arena tonight. The Tigers host Virginia. Cavaliers beat the Tigers 66-51 in Charlottesville last year, and both teams are 2-0 coming into play tonight. The duo of Faith Randolph and Lauren Moses lead UVA at 12.5 points per game. 6 Cavalier players are averaging in double-figure scoring. Randolph is also the leading rebounder at 6 per contest. Here's Auburn head coach Terry Williams-Flanoy.
Absolutely. A very good Virginia team. You know, these mistakes that we're making right now, we definitely got to clean those up. We got to be a little bit more sharper. We've got to make the easy baskets. You know, those right there are what's going to either give us the lead or keep us, you know, within the game when we can be in the game by making the easy shots. You know, but Virginia's going to be tough. They beat us really bad at their place last year. The wings are still good. The big kid, she's now at South Carolina. She was a fifth-year senior who was killing us in the paint. You know, but the wings and the guards are still really good.
Tip-off tonight is scheduled for 6. Stephanie Follette joins me on the call on Wings 94.3 starting at 5:45. Auburn soccer is in Tallahassee for the weekend. The Tigers hoping to come back with 2 more victories in the NCAA tournament. First up, Auburn looks to avenge the second-round loss of last year. Karen Hoppe's team faces Texas Tech for the second consecutive season. The Red Raiders beat Auburn 2-1 last year.
You know, it's tournament time, so on Monday when the announcement came, I knew they were going to look ahead in that bracket, and you can't look ahead, right? You have to climb the step in front of you before you can look at the next one. So, you know, I wanted all their focus to be on southeastern Louisiana, and now it was. We got that result, and now we can focus on Texas Tech. And boy, it's unusual to get a out-of-region opponent like this in the same round where you were eliminated last year. So, you know, it's a great opportunity for our girls to have a second chance at that game.
The winner of the Auburn-Texas Tech game faces either Florida State or South Alabama in the Elite Eight on Sunday. First kick tomorrow is set for 1. Britt Bowen will have the call on WEGL at 12:45. Auburn volleyball is at home tomorrow evening. The Tigers host Ole Miss at 5:30 from Auburn Arena. Rick Nold says his team has hopes in the NCAA tournament, but can't afford a loss for the remainder of the regular season.
I feel like we need to win the rest of our games for sure. You know, that's something that we'll have to do. We got 4 left, and like right now, I think we're in the 75 range of RPI. I think 79 maybe this week. But so much of it depends upon what the other teams we played, you know, how they finish up. So, you know, we really need the teams we played in preseason to get hot and get some wins because, you know, that has just a huge effect on your RPI. So.
Auburn plays host to Ole Miss tomorrow at 5:30. Ben Taylor, Katia Ruud will have the call on SEC Network Plus. And I'll be back with more sports after this. Auburn men's basketball looks to bounce back tomorrow night. The Tigers host Georgia Southern at Auburn Arena. Monday, Bruce Pearl's team lost to Colorado 91-84.
I felt like our inside players, particularly Tyler and Devin and Horace, really did a pretty good job of covering up a lot of the challenges that our perimeter had. Tyler took a couple of charges, Devin took a charge, and filled some holes, but we were constantly having to fill holes. And we're going to play against better perimeter than Colorado.
Tip-off tomorrow night for the Auburn-Georgia Southern game is set for 8:30. Rod Bramblett and Sonny Smith will have the call on the Auburn IMG Sports Network at 8 o'clock on Wings 94.3. One of the most consistent parts of Auburn football this season has been its place kicking. Daniel Carlson is a semifinalist for the Lou Groza Award. He broke the Auburn record for most consecutive field goals made with 14 last weekend against Georgia.
I've obviously heard here and there different records and stuff, but you know, I'll worry more about that after the season, and I guess think about it and enjoy it more after that. And I mean, it's definitely an honor and stuff because there's been so many good kickers here before. But right now, I'm just worried about the next game, worried about Idaho.
Carlson is 20 of 23 in field goals this season, including a school record 4 beyond 50 yards. This year, unlike his last, he can concentrate solely on place kicking.
Yeah, I mean, I remember last year I was definitely struggling a little more this time of year. You know, not that it was anything extreme, but I definitely feel a lot better this year. You know, and I like where I'm at this season. Auburn
looks to get bowl eligible Saturday afternoon. The Tigers host Idaho. Kickoff is set for 3 Auburn IMG Sports Network coverage begins at 1 with Rod Bramblett, Stan White, Quentin Riggins, and Paul Ellen on wings, 94.3. The Cubs have yet another award winner in their organization. Staff ace Jake Arrieta has captured the National League Cy Young Award in balloting by the Baseball Writers Association of America. Arrieta led the majors in wins with going 22-6 with a 1.77 ERA and 236 strikeouts to help the Cubs reach the postseason for the first time since 2008. Arrieta's Cy Young snare comes after Chicago third baseman Chris Bryant was named the National League Rookie of the Year, and Cubs skipper Joe Madden captured Manager of the Year. The American League Cy Young Award winner is Houston lefty Dallas Keuchel, who went 20-8 with a 2.48 ERA, 216 strikeouts, and a league-leading 232 innings. Keuchel paced the league in victories, was second in earned run average and fifth in strikeouts. He helped the Astros earn their first playoff berth in 10 years before he beat the Yankees in the wild card game. He picked up 22 first-place votes and 186 points. Red Sox designated hitter David Ortiz confirms he plans to retire after the 2016 season, saying the time has come for him to move in the next phase of his life. The 40-year-old Ortiz hit .273 with 37 homers, 108 runs batted in for Boston last season, a lifetime .284 hitter with 503 homers and 1,641 runs batted in. And that's your sports at 7:24, brought to you this hour by Bubba's Medicine Shop, just what the doctor ordered on 2nd Avenue in Opelika.